Watkins, and I'm going to review math for you today. The standard we're going to review is 30A3, using multiplication and division to solve word problems involving equal groups, arrays, and measurement quantities. So on our anchor chart here, you'll see that I've drawn some examples of arrays. The first array shows 2 rows of 6, and then I showed the commutative property, which would be 6 rows of 2. I've also drawn out groups of. My first picture has 2 groups with 6 tally marks in each group. Then I've done the commutative property, which would be 6 groups of 2. So now we also should know that inverse operations can help us when solving a multiplication or division word problem, and that is that the opposite of multiplication is division. So we can always turn a multiplication problem into a division problem. All right, guys, so now I want to show you the pasture that behind my house. This pasture, I come out every morning now that we've been in quarantine or social distancing, and usually it is filled with cows. This morning I was counting them and there were 12 cows. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a math problem that I can use with 3rd grade. So I started thinking and I came up with a word problem. And this is the word problem that I came up with. Miss Watkins was watching cows walk around a pasture. She started wondering how many hooves the 12 cows have in all. So, as a word problem, I know that I need to read it to understand it, so I'm going to go back in and I'm going to look to see what question is being asked of me. What do I have to answer? So I've underlined that. How many hooves the 12 cows have in all is what I have to solve. So I've taken the information out that I know, and that's 12 cows, 4 hooves. And I'm using the strategy of groups of to help me solve this multiplication problem. I've drawn 12 circles to represent my 12 cows. And I have put 4 tally marks in each of those circles because that represents their 4 hooves. So when I do that, I have everything that I know written out, and now I have my picture. So now I can come up with my multiplication problem, which would be 12 times 4, because I have 12 groups, which would be the cows, and 4 hooves apiece. So when I draw that picture out and then I count them, I will see that I have 48 in all. So that tells me that there were 48 hooves in all. So now I have to take that answer and create a word answer. Because it's a word problem, I need to write a complete sentence. So I see here that it is, there are 48 hooves in all. So when you're working on your homework, your classwork, and it is multiplication and division, go ahead and use the strategies you know, using groups of or arrays, draw pictures. Pull out that information, guys. It will help you. Thank you.